Have you ever found yourself reminiscing about your childhood crushes with vivid details, only to struggle to recall your partner's birthday or the events of last week? This phenomenon is a classic example of the retrospective bias, our brain's tendency to selectively remember and embellish past experiences, especially those with strong emotional connections. Research suggests that this bias is rooted in our brain's attempt to create a coherent narrative of our lives. Our brains are wired to recognize and react to emotional stimuli, which is why we tend to remember significant events or experiences with greater clarity. In the case of childhood crushes, our brains are drawn to the intense emotions and dopamine released during adolescence, making these memories especially memorable. But why do we struggle to recall more mundane details, like our partner's birthday or where we left our keys? The answer lies in the way our brains process and store information. By acknowledging this bias and actively working to store and retrieve semantic memories, we can strengthen our ability to recall important details and maintain a stronger connection with our partners. Common misconception. Many people assume that this bias is a result of nostalgia or sentimentality. While these factors do play a role, the retrospective bias is a fundamental aspect of human cognition, driven by our brain's desire to create a cohesive narrative of our lives. The retrospection bias is thought to be linked to the activation of the default mode network, DMN, in the brain, which is responsible for generating our sense of self and creating a narrative of our lives. By acknowledging this bias, we can make more informed choices and build stronger, more meaningful relationships. In conclusion, the retrospective bias is a fascinating psychological phenomenon that can help us better understand our own memories and behaviors. By recognizing this bias and actively working to store and retrieve semantic memories, we can improve our relationships and make more informed decisions. So, next time you find yourself reminiscing about your childhood crushes, remember the surprising reason behind your ability to recall those memories with such clarity, and how you can use this knowledge to strengthen your connections with others.